Realization number one, you are not auditioning anymore. Nope, your days of auditioning are done. A lot of quiet leaders move through their careers like every room is an audition. Every meeting feels like, let me go ahead and prove that I deserve to be here. Every project feels like if I mess this up, they're finally they finally will see that I'm not enough. Yeah. Every introduction feels like, let me play myself down so no one thinks that I'm doing too much. Here's the truth. You already auditioned, friend. That's the application. That interview, that pitch, that referral, that performance review, all of those were auditions. And guess what? You got the part. You were hired. You even got invited. You were trusted to do the work. But yet and still you keep acting like you slipped through the cracks. Like any moment someone is going to come in and say, "You know what? Sorry, we meant to get this to someone else." What does it look like when you still think that you're auditioning? I'm gonna tell you. How about you over explain every decision, or you second guess every idea, or with that you wait for everyone to approve just you before you approve yourself. That's not what we're doing. So what does it look like when you accept that you are no longer auditioning, because your auditioning is over? You show up prepared, but you don't apologize for being in the room. Or you share your perspective without three layers of, I might be wrong, but we're not doing that. You allow yourself to speak as someone who has earned their seat, not like somebody that's begging for it. Okay. You see, you're not on borrowed time. You are not a mistake. You're not a glitch in the system. You are there because you've already been chosen for that room. That's why you're there. Quiet audacity, that's something that starts when you start acting like that is true. Okay. So it's on you, friend. Now, let's talk about what happens when you keep shrinking even after you have been chosen. That brings us to realization number two. Shrinking yourself does not make other people more comfortable. Okay. Many quiet leaders have learned to shrink themselves as just some kind of a way to keep the peace. It doesn't. Okay. It could look like you softening your wins so that no one thinks that you're bragging, or you talk in circles so you don't sound too direct, or you sit in the back or off to the side somewhere so it looks like you're letting others lead. I know you heard one of those before. You tell yourself that you're making space. Sometimes you just might be. But the truth is, a lot of times, what you're really doing is removing yourself from the space where leadership is really needed. Here's the thing: the people who are intimidated by your presence will not be any less comfortable because you decided to shrink. I need you to know that, okay? The people who don't respect you are not going to suddenly respect you because you made yourself smaller. I need you to know this, okay? But the people who need your leadership, the people who are looking for a steady, grounded voice, the people who are watching how you carry yourself, they're going to be those are the ones who lose when you decide to disappear because they're waiting on you. So, what does shrinking look like in real life? I'll tell you. You might say something like, "This may be a silly idea," before you start sharing something that's actually very sharp and strategic. Or you say the words, "I'm just in the HR," or "I'm just a manager. I'm just getting started." Stuff like that. Or you let others talk over you and then convince yourself later that you had to say something that just probably wasn't important. It wasn't important anyway. I want to be clear here. Quiet audacity is not about taking over the room, but it is about taking up your rightful space in it. You don't have to fill the air with words. You don't have to fight for attention, but you do have to stop erasing yourself to make other people feel better. Okay. Understand this: your smallness is not saving anybody. Okay. It's only costing you. Let that sink in. Okay. So if quiet audacity is not always loud, Where does it actually show up?